Oh wow, dude. Wow, I want one. That's fucking crazy.
Okay. Shiny trooper.
I'm a shock trooper.
Amy.
I dispensed the law around here.
What? What? You outrank me?
I enforce the rules. I'm kind of like the MP. You know, military police.
I dispense the laws about Palpatine. I outrank you, you stupid.
You outrank? You don't outrank nothing, man.
You don't outrank anyone. Kirk, you don't outrank anything.
Outrank me.
I can prove it. I outrank all of you.
You don't outrank anyone here.
I outrank you.
Kirk?
Anyone else want to get outranked? Alright, I'm standing down.
You don't outrank me, Kirk.
These guys are swarming me.
You never outrank me.
See, like this guy right here. They're sticking their guns.
You don't outrank me.
You don't outrank any of us.
I outrank him.
You don't outrank me. You
Emperor.
don't outrank me.
Help me, please.
The hell said you can abuse that arrested?
I wasn't attempting to abuse. I was being swarmed.
Well, you just abused. You were only sworn because they were saying that you were... Wait, why were you swarmed in the first place?
I don't know. They were all talking about outranking me and stuff and
Actually.
being very aggressive.
Well, that's not a good reason to arrest anybody, so... I'm honestly gonna let you off for now, but I don't want to see that ring being abused, that baton being abused. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear. I apologize.
It's our...
Yo, Kirk, you don't outrank shit. As a trainee, you are the same rank as a private, is that understood? You do not rank anyone because you are a shock trooper, you are military police, now act like one. You are not allowed to arrest anyone for no reason.
I understand that.
Do it again. Do it again, I'm taking you to court. Is that understood?
Yes.
Kurt, I'm bringing you to court. Okay,
No!
Kurt,
Don't-
I saw that.
Don't take me to court.
I saw that. I want to bring him to court, Gabe.
Please.
Gabe, this is mine.
You want to take him to court?
I'm bringing him to court. Gabe, I'm bringing him to court.
Okay.
Gabe.
I don't want to go to court.
Okay.
I don't want to go to court.
Person, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Alright. Kirk, sit
Yes.
down, take a seat.
Alright, yo, Kirk, I got you. Don't worry, I'm a good lawyer.
Shh, everyone be quiet. Quiet. Kirk, choose your lawyer for someone in the server to represent you as your lawyer.
Boss man?
Yo, I got you.
Listen to this though, because if you do not, if you get, you're the defendant. So if they, if we find you guilty, there will be like an actual server punishment. So take this very seriously.
No, I am. I'm ready.
This is how we handle things like this.
I got you.
All rise. Defendant and prosecutor. Do you both swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Swear to swear to God.
I do.
Yes. Alright, you may sit down. We are here today to settle the case of Kirk v. Boss on November 18th, 2015. Prosecutor, you may make your opening statement.
My client went to in a form that you may call shock brutality. He did nothing wrong. He was an ordinary Delta commando. And he is a commander. And he has the right to do as so. A shock trainee went up to him, told him he outranked him, and arrested an innocent man. All he does, he is a war hero, he is a commander of a regiment, and you arrested a commander of a regiment on what grounds?
Oh my god! This is really happening.
Sit down, thank you. Defendant's lawyer, you may make your opening statement.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in your honor. Now my client, I feel he's being falsely brought to court. Yes, this man is the commander and we have respect for him. But as my client states, when he walked into the hangar bay, people started surrounding him and start yelling at him. Now correct me if I'm wrong. We are all made to be brothers. We fight together. We're not meant to argue. We're not meant to think we're better than one another. We're all clones here, okay? We're all clones. And just because your guy's a commander doesn't mean he can't do anything wrong. It was the shock trooper's job to keep us safe and to make sure nothing goes wrong. Now where's the evidence that states that boss is innocent?
That's enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Prosecutor, you may call your first witness up to the stand.
I bring on my first witness, Fixer. May I ask, did you see the whole crime that happened? Did you see it?
No, but
Did
I
you
saw.
hear?
I saw.
What did you hear?
The second time.
How did he arrest him? Did he randomly go up and arrest him, or did he talk to him?
So what I heard, that boss said, "You don't outrank me," and Kurt said, "Yes, I do," and arrested him.
I rest my case.
Defendant, lawyer, would you like to make a rebuttal?
I would.
You may proceed.
Alright. Alright. Is it true that you just stated you weren't there when the crime took place?
I was there for the crime. The second crime. He even arrested me too.
Alright, well, I recall whenever I was sitting down over here listening to it, that man, this kind man right here, asked you, were you there when the crime took place? You said you weren't there at first. So, how do you know how this whole thing took place?
Because me and Scorch were talking right next to the door, to hangar one door, and I could listen through it, and I heard the whole thing happen, and I heard it through TeamSpeak.
This witness is garbage.
Okay. Do you understand that it is his job to keep us safe? And you don't know if Boss did anything wrong. So if he sees a correct reason to arrest Boss, then that shit, nothing, I mean, you should not be able to ask why. That's none of your opinion. I mean, that's none of your business. Alright? That's all I have to ask, Your Honor.
Thank you. And lastly, Loaf, bring up your last witness.
I am bringing up Kirk
Me.
as my final witness.
Kirk, do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth under swear to God?
I do.
Under what grounds did you arrest Boss by?
Harassment.
What did he say?
Verbal harassment.
What did he say exactly?
Specifically, he says, "What are you doing here? Get out of here." And he was being very aggressive. And I said what I was doing. What? Okay.
For one thing, you need to ask permission to come in. And for two things, you cannot prove harassment unless you have proof that my client had abused you verbally. If he did it through text, yes, you can prove that. But over mouth, you cannot prove that unless you have recorded evidence. One last thing, how long have you been a shock trainee?
Whole 15 or 20 minutes.
So you see this thing? You see this? We found this on your persons. You know what this does?
Wait a minute.
You know what this does?
Objection.
I didn't hear the question. What?
You know what this does? You
What'd you
know
say?
what- Answer the question.
Answer.
Answer the question.
Look at him aggressively. Look at him aggressively attacking. Yeah,
Yeah, Judge, I don't feel safe. He was just swinging his weapon at me again.
aggressively attacking.
Actually, he does not have to
He's,
answer your question, Love. No, he doesn't. Kirk, you're excused from the stand. Now, may the defendant, do you have any witnesses that you'd like to call up?
Yes sir, I have one.
Call your witness.
I'd like to call Jabara up to the stage.
Problem here?
Alright, Jabara.
Alright.
Can you
Were you with Kirk when this incident happened?
I was not with him, I was present in the training.
Whenever he entered the room, did people approach him very aggressively and rude-like?
Yes, boss actually had a gun out. I was a little worried. I almost left just because of the way he was acting. False.
Were you saying, would you say that they did not treat him correctly?
That's correct.
They were very aggressive towards him.
Objection.
On what grounds, Love?
He...
Denied.
He said denied.
No.
Alright.
You may continue, boss.
That.
Denied, Love. Order in the court. You may continue, boss.
Alright,
Get served.
Can you give me an example of the way they were acting to him? Any words you remember hearing said?
There was the outranking. They surrounded him with their guns out. So,
So pointing a gun at one of our own brothers. Does that seem like something clones would do? My point exactly. Alright, I'm done, Your Honor.
When you saw him surrounded, was there chaos happening at the same time before the shock entered the room?
Vodka?
yes, there was.
Was Boss leading this chaos, or was Boss just a part of this chaos with Fixer?
He was a part. I couldn't tell
Who
who was
was
leading
the
it or not.
leader
I
of
couldn't
the
tell.
chaos?
I'm unsure.
One
It was
more
not
time,
Kirk.
Vodka.
Kirk entered and was surrounded. And
How
basically,
surrounded?
I was
How
on
did
3 sides
Kirk
with
walk
his
into the
back
room?
up
Did
against
he
the
walk
wall.
into the room silently, or did he walk into the room gloating as all the other witnesses said?
No, he walked in there. His back was to the wall. They surrounded him. I sensed a little jealousy of his job title.
No!
And boss pretty much told him, "Why I rank you?"
Under what grounds does a Delta Squad commander jealous of a shock trainee? Under what grounds? I call bias in the court. He's a trooper.
I can't answer that
I call
question.
bias in the court. How long have you been playing on this server?
4 years.
I call bias in the court. I call bias in the court.
Objection, Your Honor.
The court.
On what grounds is your objection?
In order to be a witness does not mean you have to play on the server for a while. He witnessed a crime. There should be no reason why he should have a certain amount of time on the server.
You just made that up.
No,
He said
what are you
objection.
calling for being
No, he
biased?
said
How is he
objection.
being biased?
He changed his objection. He had 2 objections.
Get down.
That's bullshit.
Yes!
Yeah, I never got to talk to
You
Kirk,
can't-
so I'd
you-
like to call Kirk to the scene.
Alright.
Alright, Kirk. Alright, when you entered the hangar,
Get out, you already
All right. Get out. Would you say you entered peacefully with no intentions of harming anybody or distracting anybody?
Absolutely. There was a loud commotion going on, and some ships were flying around in the hangar, and I just came in to see what was going on, and I made a comment about the aircraft, and then I was surrounded instantly.
Is it correct that they started to point weapons at you?
Instantly, weapons were drawn, and I had my back to the wall, and I had troopers on my left, and boss in front of me.
Alright. Would you say you came in there, with anything threatening? What did you enter with? Did you just enter with, your keys out or a stun stick?
No, just keys, because I always just equip keys unless I need something else.
It's a good shock trooper. So, you would say that there is no reason for them to point a weapon at you?
I didn't think so. They were very aggressive from the start, and then it kind of deteriorated to me being yelled at for being a trainee, and I honestly think it was mostly because of my low rank on the server and minimal time here.
Objection. Objection.
On what grounds?
How come he can talk about how long his time on the server is, but what I do is an objection and does not affect the court?
A, because you were saying in different contexts that he couldn't be a witness because of his time on the server.
I said he couldn't be a witness because
And he's asking his time on the server here.
He is jealous of the shock trooper, so he's just giving him praise.
Now you may zip. Thank you. Continue, boss.
Okay. Alright. Did they ever attempt to talk to you nicely and ask for you to leave the premises, or did they just come up to you pointing weapons at you and surrounding you?
I was unable to leave the premises due to being surrounded, and no, I was never given the opportunity to just leave. No one said that.
You need to leave.
So, you would say right as soon as you entered the room, you got up next to the wall, and they just surrounded you, pointing weapons at you, and you were unable to leave the premises.
Yes.
Alright, so I would say that you felt a little endangered because guns are being pointed at you, so you made the arrest.
I felt extremely
That
endangered.
would not be a faulty arrest.
I felt extremely endangered.
Objection.
I say objection. Objection.
You cannot object more than once.
I'm objecting. Object?
He's objecting.
You can object. Only lawyers can object.
As you see, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do you guys remember the time you guys were a trainee or a private? Jury. Would you like to have been approached entering a room with weapons pointed at you, being surrounded, unable to leave? What did you say? You'd feel threatened? I don't feel just because he's a trainee he should be approached and have weapons pointed at him and yelling at him. We are all the same people. Alright?
Never had no weapon.
Okay.
Silence.
You are not given permission to speak. I am done, Your Honor.
Jabaro,
Alright,
if you
you
come up,
may
get out of your seat one more time.
sit down, Kirk.
Under what grounds? Who knows if Kirk is telling the truth? Who knows if Boss was lying? Who knows if he was lying? Who knows? What I have is contextual proof
you're not...
from the console, from the server, from people who were there. All he was the person who hit people with arrest batons.
He's giving his closing statement, it's fine.
Under what grounds does he come in here and try and turn things around? He arrested 2 people for harassment. He shouldn't have arrested him. He should have called an admin. He should have called a higher up. He should have called somebody who could help him. Under what grounds does he have to arrest 2 high-ranking officers? Under what grounds does he have to arrest people? That's my final argument. This man should be guilty for all of his crimes. He has done nearly everything wrong in the handbook, and I think his own inner emotions got in the way of what truly should have been done.
Bossman, you may make your closing statement.
Alright, first off I'd like to say thank you to the jury for attending this. Now, as you guys can see throughout this whole courtroom, this man over here, the lawyer for Boss, they went about stuff very aggressively. As you can see, we talk very calmly. We have nothing to hide. Why would we have anything to hide? As a shock trooper, he has to do his job. He wouldn't be put as a shock trooper if he wasn't trusted. Now, as jury, I respect you guys not to be biased, and I don't see any evidence against this man for doing anything wrong. I feel that everything that happened to him was completely faulty, and I feel we shouldn't even be here. This man, in my opinion, is not guilty and should be released. Alright, that's my closing statement.
Both parties need to stay here. Myself and the jury will go into the back room and discuss. Jury, come with me. In the case of Kirk v. Boss, I hereby find the defendant Kirk, not guilty.
Woo! Sorry.
Yay!
Yeah.
However,
Fixer, keep it down.
although you are not guilty, you will do 2 minutes jail time. Court is dismissed.
Objection, Your Honor.
Fuck that little mouse, cause I'm an albatross. I'm an albatross.
Holy hell, that was amazing.
Dude, I am so happy. I am so happy.
I feel justice has been done
I
today.
did my job here.
Yeah, man. We, good work.
If you ever need a lawyer again, just hit me up.
You were my man.
If you ever need a fake witness again, just let me know.
He's joking. Or is he? I know how O.J. Simpson felt.
I'm an albatross.